says we are on there.
There it is.
All right, can you hear us? We had technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Is your volume down? Okay, let's do it.
Alright, can you hear us?
All right. Okay, Ozark says they see us. Okay. Can you hear us okay? The camera's a little bit far away. Sorry about that. First time going live and we had to iron out the wrinkles. Okay. How are y'all? Y'all surprised us. There's more on than we thought would be waiting on us.
We were thinking maybe like one person would be live maybe tonight, but looks like there's several of y'all out there. Hello, everybody.
Grandma's Homemade's here. Miss Rita's here. Miss Debbie's here. Legacy Home and Garden. Miss Lisa. Ozark Family Homestead. Susanna. Yes, it says good to her. All right, looks like we're good. Excuse all the devices. We can't see, the phone's a little far away, so we can't see comments on it.
Did you mention Tina Hogan?
Oh, is Tina on there?
She's on there somewhere. I know I saw a comment.
Tina, are you
I
here?
think. I
Yep,
thought
there
I
she
did.
is.
Oh, no, that's Tina Higgins. Never mind.
Oh, different Tina. Is she? All right.
We have no idea what we're doing, folks. We're just having fun here.
We're winging it.
So what do you want to talk about?
Well, I wrote down a list. We didn't have a ton of questions come in, just a handful. So if y'all have any other questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments and we'll get to them. We've had a busy day today. Michael's been working on our roof. So he's been outside since 7 o'clock this morning working on a new roof for us. So if we look tired, especially him, that's why.
Got one side of the roof tore off and blacked in, thanks to some help from some friends. So friends from another YouTube channel actually were here today helping us all day. If I get it wrong, if I say their name, Scott Family Farms
And Retreat.
and Retreat.
They're actually in the background helping us. You hear strange voices in the background. Legacy Home Garden. Yes, the roof on our home. We re-roofing it, and today was day one, and we were ripping off the old tiles.
Shingles.
Shingles, sorry. Jerry Hayes. Do you know Jerry Hayes? Grandma's Homemade said, my husband used to work over in your area for a man named Jerry Hayes.
That name kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not
I don't recognize it.
placing who it is.
Cuba, Missouri. Do you know where that's at?
Nope.
Ozark Family Homestead introduced us. Ozark Family Homestead is the best. I think a majority of y'all probably came from their channel. They, sweet friends, very supportive, always encouraging us along.
Grandma's Homemade says he worked out of Batesville. I worked in Batesville for almost 10 years before I went to work for myself last September. So I'm sure I probably ran into them, but I'm just not, I can't place him who Jerry Hayes is.
Scott Family Farm and Retreat is in the comments now, so you can see them. You can check out their channel. I'm not savvy enough to link their channel at the moment, but I'll link it when we're done. Aw, thank you, Julia. Our first super chat. Thank you, that's so sweet.
Legacy Home and Garden, yeah, 9 Acre Family Farms, they've been really good to help send people here. I actually didn't think about all them guys being live tonight. I told her a while ago, I was like, we got to reschedule this for another night in the future, because I know Thursday nights for about 4 hours or so, there's several channels that go live back to back.
It is tricky finding an evening that works good or a day. We want to pick a time when most people are kind of home and relaxing in the evenings, but also we've got a lot going on. Wednesdays we're busy. Seems like Fridays a lot of times we have something going. Tuesdays the Ozark family is live, so we don't want to intervene with that. So maybe Mondays in the future. We're talking about Mondays. You'll have to let us know what y'all think about doing lives on Monday evenings. I think that might work a little better.
Another one sent from Ozark Family.
Yep. Hello, Miss Jean.
So you had a few questions you wanted to go over tonight.
I did. We only had a handful.
Do you plan for a big garden?
Where's that? No, I don't plant a big garden. I wish I do. Our property is a little bit slanted, so anything garden-wise we'd have to build up or do raised beds or figure out. I've done a mini one before and just planted a few little plants, and that was fun. But eventually, I dream of having a big garden. I would love to. I grew up with a big garden, loved it. I gotta get Janice from Ozark Family Homestead to teach me how to can. I'd love to learn how to can. Or maybe Sarah.
So a little bit of our plans here. We're trying to get the house re-roofed and a few more minor upgrades, and we're going to try to get it on the market to buy 10 acres. We're praying about 10 acres to buy up that is against my parents' property that Lord willing would really help us get out and do a lot of more homesteading things. Right now we just have chickens here.
We want to eventually get lots of goats.
It would also allow a bigger
Chickens.
garden area.
A big garden. I'm praying about it. Maybe in the next year that'll hopefully happen. That's what she said. No, we're just chickens and the dogs right now is all we have.
How long have you been married?
Oh yeah, one of the questions we got was how did we meet? And someone just asked how long have we been married? We've been married 12 years.
It'll be
Pretty bad.
13 years in October.
It's pretty bad when I have to ask. And we met at our church. Michael's dad's the pastor, and he's gone to the same church his whole life. And then I started tending when I was a teenager, and that's when we met. It's a neat story how we met. Maybe one of these days we can share it, but it's kind of a long story. Miss Bertha from Arkansas. Janice and Sarah are awesome. They are awesome. I wish I knew half of what Sarah knows. She has a wealth of knowledge for someone so young. Water bath canning. I want to try that. Have you done that?
I think Janice does that with eggs and buckets, I believe. I think if that's the same thing, water glassing.
Best place to meet. I agree. If you're looking for a good person, it's a good place to meet them. Small garden. We had chickens over a year. Then we had goats, then turkeys, rabbits, peacocks, and raised beds. That sounds like the dream, or legacy home and garden. That does sound like the dream. Eventually we want to get there. We want to start slow and go from there. Hello, all made it here. Got this family mixed up with D6 family. Sorry if you got us mixed up. Real Stories, A Writer's Pen and a Fisherman's Tale are friends of the Ozark Family Homestead too, and they also just recently started their channel. You should check them out. Fellow from Florida. Canning meat is my favorite thing to can. I have a brother who does that. He cans his own venison when he kills a deer. I'm interested in that too. They say it's super tender, and you can make a meal pretty quick with it. Yeah, the way I preserve eggs is called water glassing. It's time to start a new batch now. Yes.
One of the questions she had wrote down here that somebody had asked, I don't know who, said, are electricians licensed just for their own state? So I got my master's electrical license in August of last year, and it is reciprocated in, I believe, 8 different states. I don't know them all. I know Minnesota, Texas, Alaska, and a handful of others, but they're all out west states. But Different states have their own licensing. States like Missouri, if I'm not mistaken, is a right to work state. So you don't have to have a license designated just for Missouri. So I've ran some jobs up in Rolla, Missouri, and such, and never had to get any different licensing up there. So
Emma Farley. I know the last name. She said she knows some of my family. I don't know if you're the Farleys I know. How do you know my family? I know your last name. Hi from Maine. Love deer meat. We love deer meat too. I do, maybe next year. This year, Michael didn't have a lot of time. We're starting the own business to do a lot of deer hunting. But I process all our deer. So maybe in the future we can do a video on deer processing. Yes, water glass eggs is a great way to preserve. So it does. I want to try that. Right now, our eggs production has picked up and they're giving us more than we can eat. The kids have started selling them, so I'll let them do that. But if that doesn't work, I might have to start water glassing some of them.
another question she had here from someone asked, "What is your favorite dessert?"
To make or eat? My favorite dessert to make is cookies. I love cookies. I'll make all kinds of cookies.
She makes a mean chocolate chip cookie. It's known very well amongst my coworkers at my old employment, and they all loved it. Begged for the recipe. Paid for her to make cookies. They said we would pay, just have her make them. So she's known for her chocolate chip cookies. But
It's my favorite thing to make. It's so easy and fun. There's lots of different kinds of cookies. I like doing no-bake cookies, snickerdoodles, chocolate chip
my favorite would probably be banana pudding.
to eat.
I like my banana pudding to eat. I don't make desserts, so.
I know your family by going to school with them and church. I think I know who you are then. That's what I thought.
That's cool.
That is cool. Well, welcome. It's cool to see somebody from my childhood on here.
Earlier, I know your niece was commenting, Bethany.
Bethany, are you on here? Our small tent life has a great simple video on watching both canning and making strawberry jam. I bet that would be good. I told Michael if we do move and we get the property that we want, one of the very first things I want to do is plant fruit trees and berry bushes and all that kind of stuff that takes us some time, because I eventually want to be able to make our own jellies and jams and have all that stuff.
Thank you, Miss Rita, for that.
Thank you, Miss Rita. Yes, hit the like button, please. I hadn't checked to see how many likes we've got versus how many's watching. It says we got 11 likes and 27 watching. So some of y'all need to go hit the like button, please.
Another question she had wrote down here is, how do you decide the food you eat and the projects you work on? I'll let you have the food one. How do you decide what we eat?
I kind of have a list on my phone under categories of like meat. I've got chicken, beef, pork, or non-meat meals. And then I used to do a weekly meal. Like Monday we're gonna eat this, Tuesday we're gonna eat this, and then I'd get groceries for the week for my menu. But now we've gotten to where we kind of know what we like so much that we just have the main menu and I'll pick from it, and I just kind of buy the same things for those set of meals. Michael's a meat eater. He's a meat and potato kind of guy, so those kind of meals, roasts and taters and meatloaf, taters, grilled chicken, that kind of thing. Good old kind of country cooking. Probably not the healthiest. I missed one from deer hunting. Where'd it go? Ooh. Oh, went deer hunting one time. Husband said I was too noisy. That's funny. We've gone deer hunting a lot, and I think I have a little too much fun with it. Michael's very serious about his deer hunting. I'm a little goofy. Last time I about had a heart attack. We were being real quiet. It was about perfect time for the deer to start moving. And there was a chipmunk playing beside me, and I knew it was there, but it had gotten quiet and had snuck up right beside me, just a couple feet away, and then squeaked. I moved a little bit and it squeaked, and I jumped. Michael was behind me. He started laughing. I jumped out of my skin from this
It was pretty comical.
chipmunk.
I got a good laugh.
I love hunting just for the fun of getting in the woods and watching the animals. Last time I was videoing this little chipmunk and then just watching the deer. We didn't end up shooting any, but it was just, I like watching the wildlife. But yes, I can be noisy too. Michael has to shush me. I like to take my snacks.
Second part of that question, the projects you work on, how do we decide on those? I try to prioritize things. Do I always get them right? No. But I just try to keep the honey-do list from getting too long and out of hand.
The project list is called the honey-do list, and then we prioritize what's most important. Right now, we've been flipping this house. You've seen videos of. That's top priority to me, but because we're hoping to sell it once we're finished flipping it. So
Supposed to be doing the roof and replacing some windows, and then we'll be get the house power washed and whatnot, and then we'll be pretty close to being able to list it.
we've pretty well finished with a few touch-up places. We pretty much finished the inside, so now it's working on the outside. Hopefully, before too long, we'll get it listed.
Smaller projects, stay tuned. You'll see, hopefully be building her a bookshelf here just shortly. She wants a bookshelf for all her books.
Miss
She's a
Janice-
book lover, so.
Miss Janice saw my book haul the other day from thrifting, and I told her I needed more bookshelves. I really do. I'm overflowing, and I need some more space for my books. So we're planning on doing a video on Michael building one of those for me. Miss Janice said, "Vicki, you're not too noisy. You're just fun." I agree. See, I'm not noisy. I'm fun. You're the best book. Belt. I've heard of that book. Never. I think Miss Janice has shared that book before. I'll have to get it. I like reading. That's how I learn best, so I probably should get that. Oh, yep, I just saw the likes go up. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So here in Arkansas, Legacy Home and Garden there, you're talking about donating your deer. In Arkansas, they have a program that's called Hunters Feeding the Hungry, where they got different processors across the state that sign up for it, and you can go and donate deer, and they get it back to people that are in need and whatnot. So it's a really cool program, and I do know some people that do a lot of hunting just to donate the meat, so that's cool.
Do your children have chores? Yes. Not as much as I would like for them to have. That's one of the reasons we can't wait to get animals, is because they need more chores. They have a little too much free time and too much energy. They need some work.
The kids take care of the chickens and the dogs, and
Travis takes care of the trash. Angel helps take care of the little ones. Nothing too big. Mainly, their main chores are taking care of the chickens.
they got their rooms to clean and such occasionally, so.
Yep, they do have to keep their own rooms clean. I don't clean their rooms. Well, I help sometimes. I'll deep clean them, but they have to straighten up and pick up their toys. It was a good deal, Janice. I'm still swooning over that deal I found. I was pretty excited. I was more excited once you told me how good they were. I wasn't even positive how good a deal I found until you shared how much y'all like those books. I can't find the like button. It shows it there for us. Sorry, it should be. If you exit out the comments, you might be able to see it. If you exit out the comments, then hit the like button, you can bring the comments back up. Is that all the questions we had?
I think that's all that you had wrote down. If there's any other questions y'all have would like for us to answer, feel free to post them below. If not, you can put them below video or whatever, and next time we do a live, we can get to it.
Thanks, Scott.
Oh,
Our friend just sent us a super chat.
Amy Scott, she's from Scott Family Farm and Retreat. Definitely go over there and check out their channel.
Sam does small engine repair, and well,
Sam does all.
I was gonna say
everything.
any kind of mechanic.
He's a good roofer too. I highly recommend him.
Today he was roofing. His history's in carpentry and mechanics, and they're building some cabins on their property for a really cool ministry. You'll have to go check it out. Check out their video where they talk about what their plans are for their property. Really, really neat dream they have. How many kids do we have?
We have 5 kids.
5 kids. 2 girls, 3 boys.
Two on the way.
No.
None on the way. I was telling my friend I'm OCD, I think, a little bit, because my kids' ages right now are tickling me. They're 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. It makes me happy. I like orders. Oh, Amy.
So how far away are y'all from hitting 1,000 subs?
500. They're at 550 something, 60 something.
569.
If you aren't
So
subscribed, please go over there and do that. Really good channel. Doing some great things over there. I think you'll find them very entertaining.
They have a lot of things that we're still dreaming about, like the pigs and the property and the garden. They do a big garden, and soon to have goats too, right? They have some goats they're fixing to get. Post their channel link. I will subscribe. I don't know how to do that while I'm on here. Maybe I can figure it out on my phone. If I can't figure it out, I will do it after we're done. For sure.
I was gonna say, could they comment again? But that don't actually.
No.
You can't touch that and take it to their channel.
Let me see if I can do it here. You can keep talking. Let me see. I think I might have figured it out.
See if that worked.
Did that work?
Yeah, there's a link to it.
Try that. I'm 570 for Scott Family. Thank you, Miss Janice. You might remember them, Miss Janice. They've gone to our church for a long time. You probably know
I know
them.
you know the Scott family.
Do you remember Miss Joyce and Preston?
Curtis's brother.
Curtis's brother.
Animals Curtis.
Amy, what's the name of your channel? Amy doesn't have a personal channel. Well, she does, but the one that they're talking
Jenna
about.
says she remembers them.
Okay. She said she absolutely remembers. I figured you might. Amy's commenting on her personal, but their family one is Ozark Family Farm and Retreat. Or Ozark Family.
No.
I'm getting I'm reading as I'm commenting. I should
The
stop
Scott
doing
Family
Scott
Farm
Family
and
Farm and
Retreat.
Retreat. I'm gonna quit reading while I'm commenting. I linked their channel, so if you scroll back up a little bit, you might be able to see it, and I'll link it again at the end. There we go.
Amy got it right.
Thank you, Legacy Home and Garden. Appreciate it. That's what helped us a lot is just Ozark Family Homestead, loving on us and sharing us and helping us. We love to do it to somebody else. Or somebody else. Do you homeschool? Yes, I do homeschool. I do. I've got 3 in school. The hardest thing about homeschooling right now is keeping the two boys occupied and busy while I'm doing school with the big kids. Thank you, Miss Debbie and Miss Nora. Thank y'all. We appreciate that.
I was curious if any of y'all out there watching have maybe any videos y'all would like to see or anything y'all would like to see us do.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to go jump off a bridge, but you never know. I mean, might. No.
We don't have a lot going on in our everyday lives that we video, but we have pretty slow, normal lives, just schooling and housework. And
You videoed a little bit of us today taking off the roof of the house.
I did a time lapse. I set my phone up there on the roof and did a time lapse of them tearing the roof off. I had to come in, and so I didn't get all of it, but they're planning on working on it tomorrow, so maybe I can get some more footage. Did I miss some? Thank you, Legacy Home and Garden. I appreciate it. It's so special when you're first starting out, all the support you get. I mean, it's one thing if you're a big old channel with tons of subscribers and you probably don't even notice any new subscribers or anything like that, but when you're starting out, every new subscriber is just so exciting. Any support is so wonderful. Hey, Bet. My niece Bethany is on here. If y'all hear some noise in the background, the Scotts have 4 kids too, and they're best friends with our kids, and they are having a heyday back there.
We have 9 kids back in 2 rooms back there, so things may get a little out of hand. Not for sure, but
They're having the time of their lives back there, but they tend to get loud.
we wouldn't have it any other way though.
To arrest an alligator to get my numbers up. They will. How long have y'all been doing it? You're a few months in, aren't you? We've been at it for a year now. And the Ozark Family Homestead are about to reach their 1-year anniversary. The Scotts have been 3 years, right? It takes time sometimes. We're struggling to put videos out. I'm good at shorts. I don't know why. Doing those shorts is fun to me. Little clips, it's easy for me to put some out. We have a harder time coming up with long videos that could entertain for a longer period of time.
I can hear the kids in the background.
Sorry, Janice.
Oh.
It's hard to tell them to pipe down when they're having fun. I agree. Shaunis, mixing my words. Janice and Sean have really good taste in channels. Everybody they've suggested has been really good channels. I'll tell her. She wanted to be in here for that, but I told her to go entertain the littles. I'll tell her. Maybe she can come say hi here in a minute. Thank you, Miss Debbie. It sounds like they're having a high old time back there. Me and Amy had several of our kids together. We were pregnant at the same time and had them together, and so our kids have kind of grown up together. There for a while they called each other cousins, even though we're not related. They just think they're cousins because we're so close to them.
Appreciate everybody hitting the like button. We got 33 watching and 30 likes,
Wow,
so
33
that's good.
liking.
So
33 watching blows my mind. We thought we'd get maybe 5 or 10.
your expectations were higher than mine. I was thinking a handful, maybe. So Newton County, Arkansas. That's not too far away.
Can't see that one. Oh, thank you, Miss Rita. I appreciate it. Miss Rita, you're so sweet commenting on all our videos. It's encouraging. Thank you.
Need to have a dance off.
Dance off. Well, after the chili everybody just had. I made chili for supper tonight. I'm kind of dreading going and cleaning up after it, but chili's a quick and easy meal that I like to do. Throw everything in a pot. Those are my favorite meals.
We've been on 30 minutes now.
Have we really? Wow. It does fly when you're on here. You're right, Janice.
Time flies when you're having fun. I told her we might try to make a 30-minute live, and we've now been on for 30 minutes, so.
Miss Sandra said she likes to see how the kids help with the remodel. It is fun. We love working as a family, and I want them to learn all these things when they're young. Michael's a good teacher, so he teaches them as he's going. And it's just fun. They're a big help. They're big helpers.
I kind of wish schooling wasn't so important for them, because Travis is a very good hand and very fun to have him on job sites with me when I can. A lot of my electrical work I do now is residential, and it's really cool just watching his brain work and pick up on things, and just been a life changer. Being self-employed and being able to do things like that, take the kids with me. Different ones of the kids have all been with me at different times.
Those of you who didn't know and didn't see our video, like Michael said, last year he got his master electrician license, and we started our business September, wasn't it? September we started our own business, and was scary but fun, nerve-wracking, stressful, all the things that come with starting your own business, but it has been such a blessing. Such a blessing. Michael's been able to be around so much more, and like you said, take some of the kids with him. We've been able to all go with him and help him some of his jobs. It's incredible. Children are sponges. That is true. They are. And Travis, our oldest son, he's 8, and he's a logical thinker and a deep thinker. And he just, anytime anybody's talking about anything, you can just see him processing.
Kids are getting a bit carried away back there, it sounds like. Promise we don't live in a zoo.
Just sounds like a circus.
It's just 9 kids under the age of 10 back there, so.
A couple babies start in the mix, or toddlers. I shouldn't say babies, they're toddlers, but I think they're trying to rule the roost back there. The toddlers think they're the bosses.
Toddlers are outnumbered tonight. They don't like it.
Yeah, I thought about sharing a little bit more about our homeschooling and stuff like that. I'm always inspired when Janice post something about it. She seems to have such a good system down. I'm still lacking in that area. I need to read that book Janice suggested on managing your homes. I think that was the name of it. I have it on my list to buy, and I need to get that because I struggle a little bit with delegating and scheduling and time management. I'm a kind of do it all yourself person, and it's hard for me to let the kids do more.
Hello, Canadian life. Canadian family life.
Welcome to the live. Any other questions? I forgot to write down some of the stuff I was going to talk about. I thought of several things and I didn't write them down. I should have known I wouldn't think of them on the spot. They probably know you can get away with it in your life. They know they can get away with it when their friends are here. They know mom and dad are busy visiting and having fun themselves, so. It's dark out here, so we can't sit them outside.
True. Right there. Just watching Janice helps you.
Yes. Just watching Janice does help me. It inspires me every time I see her busy with all the things. Every time I feel like complaining that I don't have time for something, I remember all the things that Janice does, and I was like, if she's got time, I've got time. Just got to get better at managing it. Yeah, I wondered that too, Janice. That was a little bit of my fear. I don't know. I probably overthink things. That's where Travis gets it, but I don't know. Sometimes putting more personal stuff out there kind of open you up to a little more negativity. But I do think Janice does an awesome job. She inspires me. Any plans on having more children? Maybe. Someday. We're pretty happy and content with what we have now. I just started potty training William a couple days ago. And he's done wonderful. Much better than I thought he would. He even started taking himself. I'm like, here we go. Number 5, I finally figured it out. But it'll be, if he gets this down, it'll be the first time in 10 years that I haven't had diapers, which is strange to think about. For 10 years, buying diapers. Janice is gentle and kind. She's much nicer than soft-spoken than I am. Pray for the minis. That's true. We do. I need to. So far, we haven't gotten much negativity on our channel, and I'm thankful for that. Most of it's uplifting and encouraging. Janice, how's the baby calf? The kids were so tickled to see. Is it Spruce, the baby calf?
Spruce, yeah.
They love it anytime you show that. I like to see more homeschool Janice. I agree. I think Janice needs to write a book. There we go. We've got our iPad here, and it makes it nice. It makes it easy to see the comments.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera more.
He's reading comments.
I'm blind, not literally, but.
Yeah, we set our tripod up at the end of the table, and so I can't really see the comments. It's a little too far away. So we're trying to read them here.
So if you see me looking down and squinting, I'm trying to read.
The calf is great. She's more friendly than our first calf, so the children are interacting with her. That's sweet. Very sweet. She makes some shorts about the baby calf and the kids.
Jeremiah, our middle son, keeps telling me he's going to get 5 cows if we get our property. I don't think 10 acres will efficiently support 5 cows, but he's got it in his mind, 5 cows. And one of the kids was saying 5 sheep the other day. I don't know if that was William or...
I don't remember.
One of them was saying 5 sheep, so...
Our friends the Scotts recently gave us some hand-me-down boots, which is really sweet, and Jeremiah has loved his new boots. He thinks he's something with them. And we were driving the other day, and we passed some cows on the side of the road, and he tried to get his dad to stop. He said, "Dad, stop! I gotta show the cows my boots." He really wanted to show them cows them cowboy boots. And Michael said, "Just go ahead and show them out the window." So he stuck his foot up as high as he could so the cows could see his boots. He cracks us up. He thinks he's a cowboy now.
Bethany, we are renovating to sell.
Hoping to sell.
We started the year hoping to be completely renovated and market ready by the end of March, and hoped to be moved within the next quarter, the next 3 months, but we'll see. Tomorrow's March 1st, and half my roof is torn off, and the other half needs it. So we'll see. I don't know financially right now if we can do all the windows and everything that we want to do to make it list ready, but
Still have to replace a few of the windows, and I'm gonna probably borrow again our friends. I'm probably gonna borrow our friend's power washer or something, and I gotta power wash the house, and then I gotta paint the shutters, and then I think we should be ready. Just a few touch-up things inside the house, a few paint touch-ups, and a few more little things I gotta do. I don't know. I'm having a hard time being patient because when it was inside, I was in control of most of that, the painting and all that stuff. But now that it's more his territory, like the roof, I get impatient. I like it when I can do something, and it's hard when I can't do nothing.
the Lord's working it out, though. I didn't really have scheduled to do the roof this week. I just had everything kind of sitting here trying to be ready whenever the time came, and had a couple of jobs this week that they weren't as ready as they thought they were for me. So I decided that I would roof. So I, like I said earlier, had some friends from Scott Family Farm and Retreat come over. They helped. His brother came over and helped. I had my apprentice. He came over and worked today with us, and we got quite a bit accomplished up there. Really happy with what we got done, and the progress is moving forward. So it's awesome.
Did you read Bethany's comment? That would be cool, Bethany, but we have a lot of people upset with us here too. I prefer North Carolina, I think, over South Carolina, though. Sorry. North Carolina is beautiful.
South Carolina, in my understanding, the weather is too much like it is here in Arkansas. If we moved, I would want to move to a little bit different climate, I believe. I think the mountains of Virginia or eastern Tennessee would maybe be where I would want to go toward. But
He got tickled when he saw Alaska was one of the places that reciprocates, so I say his license. He's like, you want to go to Alaska since his license is recognized there? I don't think that's going to happen.
too many mosquitoes, and I would need a little darkness to get some sleep occasionally. I don't guess you get that in Alaska.
Outside is controlled by weather. That is true. And that's hard for me, working on the outside. But right now it's kind of the perfect time because it's not hot yet. We've had some beautiful days here where it's in the 60s and 70s. A little windy, but
It's definitely closer than Arkansas.
to another state. No, the plan is to live in Arkansas. We got our eye on a piece of property, about 10 acres.
30 minutes north of here.
Yep. We drive by it about once a week and pray about it and dream about it. And
It would put us within 2 miles of church, and that ultimately is what kind of drives us to want to go that direction, because I want to be more involved in church. It's kind of hard to sit down here doing a lot of work, an hour or so from church, and invite people to come, and they look at you kind of crazy when you ask them, or they say, where do you go? And we say, we go up there, and they're like, that's an hour away. So I'd like to get up there, just be more involved, and just see what the Lord do for us. And I'd like to have my business more centered in the town where our church is. So
we are anxious to get in the country. Right now we live in town, and it's a small town, so it's not a big deal. But we just have about 1 acre, and there's houses around us, and it's not bad, but we still would love to be more in the country. We just let the kids run around and not worry about them. And
thank you, Rita. We're praying also that the Lord will allow and provide. It would be kind of more in the country for us. It's still kind of on the outside of the limits of the town there, but we would have 10 acres. My sister would have a neighboring 12 acres, I believe, and then my parents would have 5 acres. That would all be connected right there. So the kids would have plenty of area to get out and roam.
I'm anxious for the kids to be closer to their grandparents. They love their Nana and Papa. I would love the babysitters. I've not heard of that channel. Somers in Alaska. One of my kids' favorite channels to watch is Outdoor Boys, and they live in Alaska and do a lot of that stuff.
No, Julia. Our plan would be to buy the property and build a small house that would be comfortable but yet uncomfortable at the same time. I believe if we got what we were asking for this one, we would be able to do that and cash flow it, buy the property and build that house debt free, and then save and build her dream home
A little bit later down
as
the
we
road.
can afford and whatnot.
The dream
It's
is
kinda our
to be
plan.
debt. The dream is to be debt free. So if we're able to sell this place for what we're hoping and buy that property, it would be exciting to be debt free.
It hopefully be enough to pay this mortgage off and buy that one and be debt free.
Yes, Janice, we live that far away from church. Seems like most everybody does, though. Anything around here is far away, and it's worth it to drive that far to our church. I couldn't imagine going to a different church. Like I said, his dad has always pastored that church, which may be changing shortly. His dad is considering retirement, so Arkansas is God's country.
I agree. I've been in Arkansas 98% of my life, if not more. So I like it here.
Yep, Amy lives next to her in-laws too, and it is nice. I lived right up the hill from my grandparents, and we'd go to their house daily. We played card games with my grandma and built puzzles and watched Gunsmoke with my grandpa, and I want that for my kids. It's wonderful to live by grandparents. It would be a little bigger than a tiny home, but still small. Would be the dream. And then
We're thinking about a little bigger than a tiny home because we might potentially, once we get in the home that she wants, turn it into a shop that I could work out of. So it would be a
And-
decent sized open floor plan.
another dream I've always had is absolutely love to host, especially family. Most of my family lives on the eastern side of the country, and so I would love to have a guest house. And so if we built this house, we could turn the old house into a shop slash guest house for people to come and stay in. I would love that, to offer a place for my family to come and stay. So that would be the dream. It would be several years down the road before that happens, but hello, Miss Rhonda. Glad you could join us.
Miss Debbie, where we're talking about the property would be there in Highland, which is a neighboring community to Cherokee Village. So, yeah.
His grandmother is also on that neighboring property, and his uncle, and so we would like to be there to kind of help take care of them too. I love your accent. I don't have an accent. I don't know what you're talking about.
She ain't from around here.
Boston accent. See, I probably love listening to your Boston accent.
Was it Canadian Life that we really enjoyed
Yes.
listening to? They had
Well, it
Canadian
was
accent.
my home. I don't remember.
I don't remember who we were listening to the other day. They had a real strong accent, but it was entertaining.
Yes. Yep. Well, our dream is to be debt free. Right now we're debt free except for mortgage, and the dream would be to be free of a mortgage too. I hear there are rough folks down the road on Big Creek Road. Who's that?
There are some rough folks down there.
Oh, is that Sarah Payne? Sarah? I just said Sarah. I didn't see your last name. What are you doing here? That's the rough part of town. We just try not to go that way. No, you get your side by side and just come visit me whenever you want. I'll put on a pot of coffee and we'll just visit during nap time. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. Game warden in that area. What's his name? Michael's familiar with a lot of the game wardens. His dad is a chaplain for the Arkansas Game and Fish.
My brother works for the Arkansas Game and Fish, so.
Yep. It is a dream to have.
Going in mortgage free would be the dream, because to me, if you're wanting to grow a homestead or anything, any financial investment that you put into it, I would be looking at, we could put that toward the mortgage and get that paid off. So it'd be really, really hard to really, I think, start a homestead with a mortgage. So it'd be something we'd try to do.
Grandma's home. We're going to Highland tomorrow. That was Seth. Y'all need to specify who's talking. You need to put Seth or Sarah at the end of your comments so we know. Derek Winters. Do you know Derek Winters?
There's a Darren Basinger. He'll save some land in Virginia.
Tempting.
If I was going to buy in the state of Virginia, I think that would be the piece, Darren.
Darren is my brother. He's hopping on here. He's from Virginia. That's where I'm from. That's where I was born. Living the country life is the best, wouldn't you? My kids, I don't even think my kids hardly know what Disney is. Like, they know Disney Channel, but they don't know the place very well. Our version of Disneyland is
Silver Dollar City.
Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. That's our favorite place to go as far as theme park. Don't know about that. We love going to Branson. We go maybe once a year.
About once a year, maybe right now.
We try to go.
Every year we talk about buying a season pass to Silver Dollar City, but then we look at, okay, we go about once a year, so would it really justify buying one? So they're pretty salty too.
The kids are getting old enough now that it's getting a little more fun each time we go. Before they were so little, it was just the kiddie rides. And another thing is we try to go with people because it's a lot more fun when you go with a group, because otherwise Michael has to sit with the kids while I go some, or vice versa, and we don't get to do much together. But it's fun to go with a group.
We went up there, was that last year or was that earlier this year?
Yep.
Yeah, it was December of last year with another local YouTube channel. Just started their channel. And it was really fun being up there with couples, because you could ride stuff together that we don't normally get the opportunity to do. So it was a lot of fun. While we're talking about them, you want to give them a shout out? Ozark.
That's true. Ozark Mountain Special. Another Ozark family for you. Ozark Mountain Special. They
Post their link.
Oh yeah, I can't. I keep forgetting I can do that.
She's gonna post a link here to another family. Also, we go to church with as a YouTube channel. I think they're brand new, but you'll find them very, very entertaining.
They have, was it for her birthday?
I think so.
For her birthday, he got her a metal detector, and they were in our last video that I did about magnet fishing, and they were magnet using their magnet detector. That's metal detector, and
Getting yours and hers mixed.
I am. Again, I'm trying to do things while I'm talking. So you've seen them on ours, but they find some really cool things. There we go. I gotta go back and find ours now. Where'd we go?
We've been on for 51 minutes.
Which is really hard to believe. There it is. Sorry, I'm not very tech savvy. There we go. Did that work? Yes. Ozark Mountain Special. They have a beautiful farm also. Their house sits on top of a hill. It's beautiful. They've got chickens. They plan to get some more animals. He's working, I think, on their garden. They do a big garden. He's a very knowledgeable guy. I told Michael, I was like, he's got one of those personalities. He was just made to be a teacher. He's just really good at explaining things. And are you full time? Michael tells me that all the time. Actually, his dream would be to turn a school bus into a house to live
I always
in.
told her I want to turn the school bus into a tiny house or an RV, whatever you want to call it. So I think that'd be fun. With 5 kids, I don't know. Maybe not so much fun, but I'd still like to try it.
Better watch out, Ozark Family. It's confusing. Since they started their channel, we have to specify which Ozark channel we're talking about. It gets a little confusing.
If you land on either one of them, they're just as good as the others.
Sarah's studying to be a nurse. I bet she'd be a good nurse.
Bethany said change the subject, but I want to see a day in the life video from Dawn.
Not very exciting.
She kind of posted a short the other day of a cleaning day in her life.
Pretty much my days consist of school, cleaning, cooking. That's that. On repeat. Lots of cleaning in between everything else. Day of the life. I don't know if that would be very entertaining, Bethany. Sorry. We full time. Okay. That would be cool. We make one trip a year out east to see my family, and we've talked before about how cool it'd be to have an RV. And then we're wanting to do even more traveling now that he's self-employed. That always held us back before, is him trying to get off work and get his vacation days lined up. But now we are trying to plan more and more trips. So an RV might be the way to go.
I enjoyed watching, it's been several years ago, Justin Rhodes put on I believe it's called the Great American Tour, where he just went homestead to homestead, farm to farm, and set up and seen the different ways that everybody does their own, and kind of took some from all of them, and I think incorporated his, and I always thought that was really, really cool. I'd love to do something like that, just go learn from other people that's been doing it for years, and see what I could learn. So.
I'd do that in our senior years. Travel the world when we're retired.
Sounds fun.
I always make reservations 6 months out. We kind of got it made in most of our travelings. We visit family or friends and stay in their guest bedrooms. We're a little bit moochers, but we're blessed in that it helps a lot with traveling. We've got a few trips planned so far this year. I think those of you last year who saw our Okie Homesteading Expo video, we plan on trying to do that again maybe. And I'm excited because one of the best trips this year I think we're going to have is we're going to go try to see the beach this year with our friends, Scott Family Farm and Retreat. I've never seen the ocean. The kids have never seen the ocean.
She was raised in Virginia, born and raised there, but she's never been to the ocean.
We're on the other side.
Never been to a beach, so hoping to change that here in a couple months. So
I'm pretty excited. I think about it
Lord
way too
willing.
much.
Lord willing, the trip works out. So
I even have dreams about going to the beach. I think about it too much. I'm pretty excited.
hello, RW
Grocery
Farmstead.
haul videos. I thought about grocery haul. I'm not as thrifty as Janice. I'm pretty lazy with mine. I kind of do Walmart pickup. It's not very exciting. I don't have very good grocery hauls. I don't go store to store and find best deals like Janice. I need to. I need to watch her videos and get more inspired to do that. I could show some of the meals that we do. They're pretty simple. Not very healthy probably, but pretty simple.
Hello from Seattle.
Yeah.
It's a long ways from North Arkansas here.
Lots of families travel to there or homeschool. Homeschool does open up a lot of opportunities to do lots of cool things. An RV is nice. It's true. Avalanche. I did, yes. The Blue Ridge Mountains. Yes, that's where I grew up.
beautiful there. She was raised on a mountaintop that her brother owns now, and it's beautiful there.
You wanna come say hi?
Again, if it was one of the options that I felt the Lord was leading, and we were to move out east,
You have to squeeze in.
it would definitely be a piece of property I would love to look at.
Travis wanted to say hey. You good? Okay. Bye. Thank you. Janice told me right here, Janice. Sweet Janice. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you for joining us. Yes, the Ozark family has mentioned us several times, and they're so sweet.
I have family in Peabody, Arkansas.
Do you know where that?
Mm-hmm.
Be awesome, not in Houston. The plan is Texas. That's where the plan is. I have a sister that lives in Texas, so we would go see her and then go to the beach.
Go to the beach and see her.
Yeah. No. Go Texas. Go Texas. Okay, go deal with it. Thank you.
No beaches in South Dakota. Yeah, that's a long ways away.
Uncle Darren said, "Hey, Travis, that's a good looking haircut." I'll tell him. I kind of gave all the boys haircuts the other day. It was getting long enough. They were looking shaggy, and I had to fix it. And I get tired of fixing it, so I just buzzed their hair off.
I just also enjoyed. If you enjoyed your magnet fishing video.
Yeah, I saw the wildfires in Texas. We've got some friends close there. Miss Michelle. We've been praying for them. It looks pretty bad. So, isn't that where we're going?
It's in the area.
South.
Fort Aransas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the magnet fishing video. It was fun to do. Seems like a weird hobby, but I enjoyed it. I've watched those videos for a long time, and I get a kick out of it. So Michael got me one, so I could try my hand at it. Do you both have a lot of siblings? Yes. We both come from big families.
She's one of 11, and I'm one of 8. So
Yep. I'm number 9 and 11, so I'm one of the babies. At least that's what I like to tell my siblings. I'm just a baby. We live on the cusp of the ocean. It's not a nice summer night.
Uncle Darren said, "Hey, a while ago, Travis." He said, "Nice looking haircut."
Tell 'em thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. I bet that is awesome. I've heard all about the smells and sounds of the ocean. I'm excited to experience it all myself.
I don't think I'm gonna be that wild about the ocean, but I'm sure I will enjoy the smell of it and everything. She's like a fish. She was born for the water. Me, on the other hand, no, I could care less.
He's the land
But-
dweller.
I'm a land dweller, exactly. So I need to probably jump off here.
It's getting some light.
Really appreciate all you folks coming out tonight and supporting us and just saying hey. It means a lot to us. We didn't know really what to expect tonight. It being our first live, it's really cool seeing all the support. I don't know. I think 44 was maybe the high number that I saw
Was it?
watching.
Wow. That's
It
crazy.
says 41 watching now, so that's really humbling and cool. Cool y'all to come out and support us that way. So
Hopefully the next time will maybe be on a Monday. We'll try to give some heads up. Probably won't be this Monday. I don't know when the next time. We don't have like any kind of set schedule that we're going to do these next. We thought about doing them once a month alive. We'll see. Beaches are relaxing. Kids looking good for us. I'm excited for my kids to experience it. I know they're going to love it. Camping on the beach would be an experience. I don't know if I'm tough enough for that. We have friends that do it, but I don't know how. It might be a little too exciting with 5 kids. Thank you. Thank you, Real Stories, Writer's Pen and Fisherman's Tale, and Miss Rita. We appreciate it. And Miss Debbie. We live near Rockport. Okay. It's Mary lives here. That's pretty neat. That's kind of, I think, where we're planning on going.
Rockport, Texas. That's Maryland.
Oh, is it Mary? I couldn't see it. The heart's in the way. Oh, my bad. The little heart was in the way. I couldn't read the whole comment. different states.
Well,
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. It was fun. It went. Oh, thank you, Miss Dolores. That is sweet of you. Appreciate it. If y'all have any ideas for some new content, let us know.
sorry we kept y'all for over an hour. Didn't really expect to do that long of a live. I thought we might make 30 minutes, but I guess they say time flies when you're having fun.
I didn't know.
We've enjoyed it, so.
I didn't know that, Miss Sandra. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll have to try that. Oh, it was sweet of you to jump on, Miss Janice. We look forward to your next live. We all kind of huddle in the living room. We throw your live on the TV, and then we comment on our phones. But that's how we enjoy watching your lives. We enjoy Brother Sean's statistics, analytics, I guess you could say. Analytics. Those are neat to listen to. It's made me dig deeper into our analytics because I like hearing from his.
I didn't even know all those things were possible to look at until watching Brother Sean dig into those. That's pretty awesome. So
He said he's watching on a laptop. I bet that's nice because you got the bigger screen and you can comment. We like watching on the TV because of the big screen, but we can't figure out how to comment yet on the TV. Well, I guess that's a wrap, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Maybe next time have some of the kids on here. They're pretty occupied with their friends right now, but maybe next time. I'm gonna say bye.
Bye.
Travis is the only one in here right now. Have a great night. Oh man, you have a early morning, Miss Mary. We're gonna hopefully get up early and get back on top of the roof. You'll have to look for that video coming out soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do a short or a full video, but I did a time lapse today of us ripping up the roof. It was kind of entertaining. But y'all have a great night, and thank you so much for supporting our channel and being with us and encouraging us. Can't thank you enough.
God bless you all.
See you later. I gotta figure out how to end this.